asked a lot, what was the thing that made me fall in love with the lifestyle of camping and adventuring? Was it my dad? Was it my best friend? Or was it a boyfriend? For me, it was actually a car. And it completely changed the way that I saw driving and traveling around the country. I fell in love with the lifestyle, and at that point there was no looking back. I regretted the day that I sold it, and I actually tried to buy it back a couple of times. Without any luck, I decided to go shopping. I saw online that there was a good one being sold, so I decided to go and check it out. Okay, I'm off. It's weird to be filming on my day off, but I am off to go and check out this hopeful new car. Let's get there, not waste any more time, and hopefully he's not a weird, like a funny about me filming, because I really want to film this whole process, especially if I end up buying it. So let's go. Hi, how are you? Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. 1998, 105. Let's pop the bonnet on it and have a real look. Never been off-road? Not a fisherman anymore, or what?
No, not anymore.
Not anymore. So the thing with this car is, yes, this car is going to go through quite a big build process and have a lot done to it, but just to the core of what the car is, I just want to make sure that mainly the heart of it is in good health, that being the engine. A few things that I did find out when I've received the paperwork back from the health check from the mechanic at ProCheck is one of the diffs had a little bit of metal shavings in it. Not a lot, but a little bit, definitely something to take note of. But seeing as though I'd be putting lockers in it, it opens up the options for me to be able to fix that problem. But in the nature of being here, seeing it myself for the first time, yes, I have the paperwork of the car, but it is really good for me to put my eyes over it and see everything's looking pretty right, pretty straight. But obviously leaning on the report of a mechanic is the best way for someone like me. Hopefully he accepts what I've got to offer him. We can shake my hand and we can do this?
I think we can do that.
Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you so much. How can I get this to stay? Does that work? Wow, this is crazy. I've just got in the car back to my house and we did it. This is nuts. This is really such a sentimental and significant moment for me. If you haven't been following along with my journey or my story for very long, I used to be a 105 owner. It was my first four-wheel drive. I went traveling around the country, everywhere in it. I did a lap, I did a half lap. It was my everything. It felt like it was a limb off my personality, and it really framed my love and my passion for adventuring, forward driving, nomading, and getting out there. I really do believe that we all have that one car that sort of signed the dotted line and made you absolutely addicted to a specific lifestyle that you now just can't walk away from. And for me, it was my original 105. I loved her to bits. Her name was Louise, and she meant everything to me. She gave me my confidence, my independence, and I thank a lot of my career and a lot of where I've ended up in my life due to the fact that that car gave me the passion and the drive and the confidence to feel like that I could do it. So with that, I knew I wanted to get my hands on another one and integrate everything that I miss and that I loved about my old car, but also adding all of the new and wonderful tools and things that I've learned since starting my life on YouTube. But that is credit and thank you to you. You guys don't get applauded enough for creating opportunities like this for myself and for other YouTubers, but for my part, from the bottom of my heart, I do want to say thank you. It is because you watch this right here, right now, and follow along in this journey that I'm able to go and recreate something that I shouldn't have let go of the first time. I really want to take this car wheeling. I'm thinking glass house, I'm thinking something challenging, and I want to see where this car's limit is as it sits as factory as it is right now. But I want to get the right specific person, and they do not live in the state, and I'd have to fly them in for it. But I'm thinking Sam Young.
Well, a little known fact about Bridget and I's history is that I have known her well before YouTube ever took over any of our lives. The best part of 6 or so long years, and I mean long years, the longest of years. Bridget and I used to hang out, we'd go and sit around campfires, although they weren't campfires, they were sort of just in the backyard, and we'd be smashing pizzas and talking about all sorts of debaucherous topics, but she was always bringing up this 105 series Land Cruiser. She still had it at the time. She used to love this thing more than I've ever seen anyone love anything. So it's really nice to see her getting back behind the wheel of one, even if it's not the original one. A solid axle 1FZ Land Cruiser in my eyes is about as good as it's going to get. But they can't stay stock around me, and I'm here to make sure that we test this thing to its limits and see exactly what we need to do in the build process. So take a seat.
Oh.
Now that you're comfy, let's go.
Okay. We're off. This is it. This is the first official drive. I said this off camera. But I've got to say it now, I have a feeling this car is going to drive incredibly well as it sits.
Yeah, I agree. No, I think this is a good little test.
Do you reckon
track.
we should probably...
I would go low.
Do you want to, yeah.
Center diff lock. Yeah, that bad boy there, right?
Do you want to see it without it though?
No. I think because we're on a precarious mound with a 5 meter drop to our right, it's gonna be silly.
Don't know what's in front of me. Do you want to explain? You were the one that chose this track.
I just really wouldn't go left. I can't recommend not going left enough, actually. Yeah, beautiful. Well done. Put a left hand down, I reckon. Yeah.
It feels so like the opposite to fragile.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that my Hilux was fragile, but you know the difference between an IFS and this.
Yeah.
It's just, this thing just feels...
Yeah. I mean, this thing's standard's probably got the same size tyres as you've upgraded to a Hilux.
Yep, 100%.
And it doesn't even have a lift or anything really yet done to it. It's just a big solid galley.
I do have side steps, thank God, because I am hearing the car sit on them a little bit.
That's alright. Nothing a set of replacement tactics.
And that, my friends, is how you drive a couple of tyres. That felt so good. This car is already impressing me that much.
Yeah, this is a good thing. Yeah, a bit of straight there if you can. Yeah, nice.
Hang on, I think I can find traction just like this. Hold on. Hang on, it's gonna come out.
Oh yeah, I've never seen someone diff out on a radius arm mount before. See if you can creep forward on it. Nice, man. Slow.
Wait, the auto feels fantastic in this moment.
Beautiful thing. Just like the old days.
The car feels fantastic. It feels quite unusual to be losing clearance. I know that my other car can obviously lose clearance, but it wouldn't have on that. But it probably wouldn't have driven it. So this is cool. Let's do something else.
Okay, I can keep lining you up with some challenges.
Yeah, let's go down whatever that is.
Hey, no, it's your funeral. Let's do it.
I'm gonna do myself a little bit of a favor. Take my shoes off. Don't know the car super well, and I'm noticing that I'm not that gentle on the throttle and the brake. Sam's saying things like drive it through the brake. I've never had to do that before. So taking my shoes off just means I can feel the car and hopefully be a little bit slower and consistent. This car feels fantastic. Why did we do this sooner, Sam? What the hell?
You're driving it still like an IFS owner though. You're trying to avoid flexing and stuff. I'm like, all your wheels are on the floor.
Yeah, okay. I think I just gotta drive stuff straight and stop.
Yeah.
You know.
Even there, that would have done it easy, but I saw you like just give it right hand down to avoid it. And I was like, you don't need to.
This is gonna make me feel uncomfortable. This will make me feel uncomfortable. I hope the camera does justice.
Stall it up on the brake and then let the brake off just to give it a bit of a bump. Yeah.
I want to try to drive something completely straight and not do what I'm naturally doing where I avoid.
Oh. There's 2 tires in the air already. A little bit of right hand down, left hand down, yeah, stop, yeah, now come forward on that, yeah, left hand down, yeah, drive that, yeah.
Oh, come on.
Just want a bit of a bump. Bit more of a run up bridge. Yeah, from there.
It is the most toyish, like solid, firm feeling, just cool thing.
You know when you have a remote control car as a kid and you just have no fear and you'll point it at anything and if and it'll either just do it or it won't and you don't care?
Yeah.
I feel like that's what this is like with
that's
solid
what this
axle
is like.
cruisers,
Yeah.
where they just sort of like muscle their way through things with very little complaint. Your Hilux, no offense to the old gal, but it would be, so we'd be back there digging holes with shovels and all sorts of things.
I'd have to pull the textbook out in my brain.
Yeah, page 791.
And think it through a little bit more.
Yeah.
Whereas like, if anything, I'm actually trying to make myself close the textbook and stop rut avoiding and trying to keep wheels on the ground. Sam's like, just drive it straight so we can get you stuck.
Yeah. We're trying to find the limit, I guess, because you need to know what mods to do. We need to know how much lift, what tyres, you know, lockers or not, etc. So I'm like, well, let's just run it straight
and see what it does.
See what falls off, see where it gets stuck, and then we can go, okay, how do we avoid that in the future? And you're doing well so far. And it looks good while it's doing it, because it's a Toyota, so how good's that? Keep coming. Yep. Slow here for the love of God. I wouldn't know, go left hand down, left hand down. Go back. It'll be a bit seesaw, yeah, but it'll get better. There you go, keep going back. Back it up, back. Yeah, stop there. Now I think just like...
Just drive the shit out of here.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Nothing bad can happen from here. Famous
It's way too much fun. That's cool. That's really, I haven't been able to drive a car like that in a really long time. Does feel fun, feeling so solid and like I can put it into anything and it doesn't have a breaking point. But I am excited to do some mods to it so that I can start to push the limits. Sam and I are just carrying on, to be completely honest. We're more laughing than anything, feeling where the car runs out of drive. So I really do look forward to bringing Sam back in 6 months when the car's fully done and then both of us taking it for a drive and just seeing it eat up anything that we pointed at.
Now, you're probably wondering why we have a tape measure. That is because I think one of the best ways to get a before and after and actually be able to measure it is going to be with this flex ramp. So we're going to try and reverse this big 105 up it, see how far up it goes before it stops, take a measurement, and then in 6 months time, we come back here, we can measure again and see just how much we've improved it or ruined it. Right hand down. I don't even know. Let's get a shot of it. 1 sec. Okay, so we can tell from the clearance perspective it's already bottomed out on the tow bar before the tyre gets to the ramp. So we're definitely going to have to do something about, we're going to have to address that pretty quickly. But anyway, we'll see if it'll go up it. There's a little bit of reverse. Straight on the wheels. Yeah. Bit of left hand down the bridge. We're going to go, for all the internet boffins, center axle line from the floor to the bottom of the tyre, 400. When we're done with this car, I predict we are going to need a bigger ramp.
It needs clearance.
Yep.
It needs clearance and I reckon it needs bigger tyres straight off the bat.
Yeah. We're going to lift wheels, we want to see what the car's limitations are.
Yeah.
Bar work, after having smooched that factory bumper, is probably high on the list as well. Question on everyone's lips, I can see they're running to the comments now, is will the fishing rod sausage makers remain on the car as...
And I was going to leave it to them. I was going to leave it to them.
I like it.
Look, I absolutely think they're atrocious and they make me want to vomit. But it's such an iconic thing that was on that car, and when I bought it, the guy that I bought it off said to me, are you going to leave it on because I really like them? And I said, look, probably not, but upon more thought, I'm thinking if you guys want them, we'll leave them. Yeah. And I'll make sure they always have fishing rods in them. I don't go fishing, but They're there if you need them and you ever see me.
Hey man, we can use them for storing hair straighteners or something.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anyhow, let's get my car out of this and take it to the mechanics.
They've got a long day ahead of them.
Yeah, they've got a long day ahead of them.
All right, pack it up.
Thank you so much for tuning into another episode of Red Dirt Diary. I hope you enjoyed this one as much as Sam and I did. I'm going to leave something to you guys. We are looking for a name for the car. This car is obviously going to go through a massive build process. It's going to be quite highly modified, and I will give you the teaser and put my word to it. This car is going to have something very in particular done to it that has not yet been done in this country of Australia. So what do we call it? If you guys pick crappy names in the comment section, I'm going to ignore all of you. You better make them good, and I'm looking for a name right here, right now, and I'll leave that task to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Can we start the bloopers, Sam?
I reckon. Roll the bloopers.
This time on Red Dirt Diary, we're taking you back in time. Do you mind if I film you? Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay, do you know Red Dirt?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? No, you don't. Say no, you don't.
No.
Okay, well, it's engaged.
What is the, I know it's about to go through a big build. I know there's two lights on the dash, folks. One is the centre diff lock and the other is low oil.
Alright, it's gonna get stuck here. It is going, it's stuck right now, so I'm gonna... Is that a good photo? Sam's words were just, listen, you're just gonna have to bump it into the hole, which is not what you want to hear ever. Oh, okay, ready? We're bumping into a massive hole. Here we go. Oh, my face!
It's all sweet back here, don't you worry about a thing. Don't tell Mum. Rod Stewart. You call it Rod?
No, that's a terrible name. You want to call it Rod?
Yeah.
Rod.
Rod.
Oh, well, it's been said now. Guess we have no choice.
Some people take spotting very seriously. Me, on the other hand, not so much.
Can you shake it? Go see if you can shake it.